will go higher in life. You will not fail. You will not see shame. You will not die before your time. I say you will not die before your time. You will never see shame. I prophesy. I prophesy. This year you will see the glory of God.
How majestic is your name, oh Lord, in all the earth.
Oh, we rejoice. Oh, we rejoice. Celebrate yourself. You are too much. Celebrate yourself. Hallelujah. Let me ask you to remain standing for the reading of God's word. And in a moment I will tell you to sit down. Luke chapter 1. If you are with the scriptures, we'll read from verse 57 and we will stop at verse 66. It's almost 10 verses. But was using 9 verses. Are you in Luke chapter number 1? If your neighbor is sitting, help your neighbor to stand up, even if you are pregnant or you are carrying a baby. Let's give honor to God's word. Except you are under medical instruction not to stand. Have you found the book of Luke chapter 1? Verse 57. And Elizabeth full time came that she should be delivered. And she should bring forth a what? I can't hear your voice. Talk louder. And her neighbors and her cousins heard how the Lord has shewed great mercy upon her. Yes. And they what? And they rejoiced with her. I want you to be talking. And they what?
Rejoiced with her.
And it came to pass that on the 8th day that they came to circumcise the child. And they called his name what? Zacharias. After the name of his father. And his mother answered and said, not so, but he shall be called
John.
And he said unto her, and they said unto her, there is none of thy kindred that is called by this name.
Oh.
And the man says to his father, how he would have him called. And he asked for a writing table and wrote, saying, his name is what?
John.
John. And they marveled all. And his mouth was opened immediately, and his tongue was loose, and he spake and praised God. And fear came on all that dwelt around about them. And all these sayings were noised abroad throughout all the hill country of Judah. Verse 66. And all that they heard them, and all they that heard them laid them up in their hands, saying, what manner of child shall this be? And the hand of the Lord was with him. Anoint these lips of clay, speak through me,
yes, Lord,
like as you have always done. Let the words that I speak be the words that you have put in my mouth. And let your people be transformed by the saturation of the Holy Spirit. Let destinies be transformed. Establish the truth that only you has made. In Jesus' mighty name we declare.
Amen.
Can I hear your amen like a thunder?
Amen.
If you will walk to 7 persons, preach to them and say, I'm a different personality.
I am a different personality.
If you don't have 7 people, talk 7 times to the
I'm
one
a different
person.
personality. I'm a different personality.
Take your seat. last couples of days, I have been speaking precisely about God raising someone in the midst of the family. I have been talking interwoven with all my words about somebody coming out in the midst of all, even if it's same womb that bear all of you, if there was certain patterns that are common in your family, and if there were certain standard of living in the midst of all their brethren. I have been very precise and particular about someone rising from where no one has risen. Ladies and gentlemen, I am only following the order which heaven gave to me for this program, and I came to tell you that Jesus Christ of Nazareth is about to do something in the life of somebody.
Amen.
I may not be talking to everybody, but there is someone here whose message is what I am preaching. I have come to speak to you. I have come to speak to you and to tell you the mind of God, that they are not allowed to rise, but you are going to rise.
Amen.
I wish you said amen the way I love it. I am here to share with you the voice of heaven which I hear, and the word of the Lord came unto me and took me in the realms of the spirit and take me to a particular valley and said to me, can these bones live? And I said, thou knowest. Then he said, prophesy to them. Prophecy does not necessarily mean or does not end with prediction. Prophecy is speaking the mind of God with authority and power of what God can do. Therefore, I announce to somebody here who have the loudest amen that you will rise. Amen. In the midst of thy brethren, among your father's children, among the children your mother carried for 9 months, I prophesy on your head, you are about to break generational records. Amen. Can I preach the word of God?
Yes, sir.
Let me begin by telling you that personality refers to an individual differences in character, patterns of thinking and feeling and behavior. Personality has to do with someone's character. It has to do with someone's belief. It has to do with someone's behavior. It has to do with someone's feeling. Ladies and gentlemen, there are people who have a feeling in their spirit and they feel that they are different. They feel that they are not the same. They feel that they have something on earth. They feel they might not die young. They feel that they must stop a nonsense that is taking place in their father's house. They feel that they will rise. Those people are the people I came to encourage. There are certain people here today, your behavior is different. You don't behave poor like the way they are. You don't behave like a failure even though you have not succeeded. That is the person I came to speak to, and which I'm talking to somebody here. After today, if everybody see you, they will know that you are of a different personality.
Amen.
Hit your neighbor, say, I'm of a different personality.
I'm a different personality.
Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Sit down. The Bible is not a storybook.
Yes.
The Bible is not a book where they tell story. The Bible is the mind of God. Is the principles of God. Is the order of God interwoven in the destinies of men. So when you hear a story, God is trying to tell you how men actually should and are existing. For every story in the Bible is particular to somebody's destiny. I wish I can say something here.
Say, sir.
And then comes a man, his name was Zacharias. This man has never heard the cry of a child. The wife was barren, whose name was called Elizabeth. And one day the man was before the altar. That is why I used to tell people, don't play with the altar. The altar is the place of destiny. If I ask you this, some of you will be shocked. I don't know of you. Even to date, I wake up in the morning and go to the altar where I preach. And I put my knees on the altar, and I kneel before the altar, and I tell God my request. Ladies and gentlemen, if I go to any big man or any mighty church that the man is more of grace than me, I go to the altar and I kneel before the altar, because altar is where things are altered.
Yes, sir.
You won't understand this.
I understand you, sir.
There are destiny that can made from the altar.
Yes.
The Bible said the man was in the altar. An angel appeared and told the man, you are going to have a son. The man couldn't believe it. Like, if I say it now, you will know it by their amen. Yeah. That there is somebody here, he will become a billionaire. I knew you will not say it. That is why your mouth is shut. But I came to open your mouth to prophesy on your head and to tell you that you are rising again. Amen. Can I talk to somebody here?
Talk to me, sir.
And the Bible said God shut his mouth because he said, how can this be? I pray that the miracle that will silence your mouth, let it happen to you. Even though your faith cannot carry it, I am not operating by your faith. I am not operational by your oil. I am operating by the faith of God upon my life. For I believe that Jesus is the same yesterday, is the same today, and forevermore. For God highly exalted that name above every other name, and given him a name, and by the mention of the name Jesus, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Jesus is Lord. Those who are adapting your rising, tap them, say, wait a little, just wait a little. Am I talking to somebody here? In a few time from now, they will see your story changing. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. If you get an ATM card, you go to the ATM, and when you get there, you came for money, and the ATM will tell you when you tap it, it said, you have a card. He said, yes. He said, insert your card. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to insert the card. Then the ATM will say, hold on, I'm processing your card. And say, no, you need a PIN to process it. Then you point the PIN. And the ATM said, no, you don't just stop at the PIN. Give us an amount which will give you. By what you know you have, you point an amount. And after processing the amount, he said, can you press enter? Then you enter into it. Then the ATM will say, wait. Take a moment. We are processing your request. And somebody is standing there angry. He said, this thing has wasted my time. And turn his back and walk away. The next person coming will see free money because you walked away. Let me tell you what I am saying. You have prayed as you needed to pray. You have fasted as you needed to fast. You have sown as you needed to sow. And nothing has happened yet. What? Something is about to happen.
Yes, sir.
All those that mock at you, they shall bow before you. Tell yourself, something must happen.
Something must happen. Jesus.
I didn't want him to tell the neighbor because the neighbor don't know whether they believe it or not. Something will happen.
Yes, sir.
Am I praying for somebody here?
Pray for me, sir.
I discovered that no matter the level you are in life, there's another greater level. Did you hear?
I heard.
Let me say it this way. Let me say it this way. No matter how much you are blessed, somebody is more blessed than you.
Yes, sir. Correct.
No matter what you have, somebody is still better than you.
Yes, sir.
No matter what you have attained, I will shock some of you. I will shock some of you. I will shock some of you. Your full year income, somebody is giving us a tithe somewhere.
Not even a year. 10 years. Somebody receive 1 million a month.
I want it small. I say your full year. Your gathering of a full year. In this land of Italy, you know there are people who receive their salary in millions.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you. I don't know the name of the place. There's a hotel in Rome. They say these top stars go there to sleep sometime. And one night is about 6,000 euro. I don't know if it's true. They were telling me in Rome. And there's a name of a hotel. I forgot the name. The guy was saying that the hotel, that the big stars who play football like to just come there to show themselves off. There are those who have slept for 7 days. There are those who come. Your full month income. Somebody, not food, to sleep. And you are sleeping on that poverty-sticking bed who will not let you go. Today, there will be a change in your life. Amen. I used to live in one room. In the room, you will see the picture of good cars. You will see the picture of fine lady. Ladies and gentlemen, I was not yet married then. In the same room, you will see a big television with a big bag. I bought it in Belgium. The television is crazy. If, you know where Nigeria light is. If the light is not up to standard, I cannot wash it. I have to wait till light comes up. The day, if you can walk only way off, you will stop there. Where no matter what you are washing, the thing cut, you stop. God punish the devil. One day I rose up. I look at the cars on the wall. I said, I don't want to be see you in the wall. I want to see me driving you. I don't want to look at you, beautiful girl. I want a beautiful wife. It's time to be until you are tired of where you are. Some of you don't have this experience. In Nigeria, there's some of us who are young men. We can carry a big drum and get a small tape and transfer the music to the speaker inside a big drum. We disturb everybody in the area without having a good record. Nonsense. Boom, boom. We are hearing nothing. We think we are enjoying, but we are killing ourselves. When you magnify poverty, take hold of you.
Hi.
I can talk to somebody here.
Talk to me, sir.
I feel like talking to somebody here. It is time to call a spade a spade. Am I talking to somebody here?
Yes, sir.
You won't live all your life struggling.
Yes, sir.
If there are doors, they must open.
Yes, sir.
Take that amen. Go and keep it somewhere. If there are doors, they must open.
Amen.
Sorry. If there are position like this, you must sit. You didn't say amen at all.
Amen.
If there is a position, you must sit on that position.
Yes, sir.
Am I talking to somebody here? It doesn't matter how they stop others, they will not be able to stop you.
Amen.
Can I hear somebody jump on your feet and shout a louder amen? Amen. If you will sit down, take this. And so one day she brought forth Elizabeth at her old age. Let me tell you, what caused Elizabeth to be pregnant was not the man's acrobatic style, was not the man's spermatozoa. It was the spoken word. Palekosaka. The Bible said, it said, so grew mightily the word at Ephesus. And it took over what situation? The Bible said, and it prevailed. That means your word is very important. Stop saying the things. The things that you think you see. Start saying the things that you want to see. Don't say what you think. If you read the book of Genesis chapter 1, when God created the heaven and the earth, and God said, if you read on again, the Bible says, and God said. If you read on again, and God said. If you read on again, and God said, until chapter 28, and God said, and in verse 28, in verse 30, and God saw. All that he created was good. The more he keeps saying, he saw. So until you say, you won't see. I wish I'm talking to somebody.
Talk to me, sir.
Some of you are not saying what you want to see. You are saying what you are seeing. What kind of thing is this? What kind of thing is this? Let them keep doing their loss. Let them keep making disappointment. Please fold the disappointment. Fold the law on the corner. But keep saying what will happen. Even your friends will say you are crazy. It doesn't happen here in Italy. Tell them, watch, it will happen. Under you, it will happen. You didn't hear what I said? Under you, it will happen. And so one day, the woman brought forth. When he brought forth, the Bible said the custodians of tradition, the ones who are the traditionists and custom preservers in the family of the man appear according to their custom and took the child without consultation from the father or even asking the mother what you think. They picked the boy and named the name Zacharias after the order of his father. That means there are orders of father's house, orders of mother's house. Tell some of you under the sound of my voice, you are living after the order. Listen, your changing of your appearance does not stop the order of your living. If I say this, I may be insulting some people. There are some of you are classy, you are clean, you are well dressed. Just as hungry is beating your sister in Nigeria and in Ghana and in Guinea, the hungry is beating you here. The worst thing about you is that your own terrific thing. If you borrow somebody's dress, it fits you more than the person who have it. So for you to impress, you keep borrowing. Black kata kata. Anything you wear is all a bag. That thing is pado. Anything you wear. You know the worst thing about certain people, especially when those who are married. If those kind of things are happening when you are shining, if you even tell the brother of your husband that your brother is not taking care of me, he'll be looking at you. You say, I go talk to him. As you drop the coin, say, idiot. All the money my brother is making. Am I talking to somebody? Because you are looking. People judge by what they see. But what you see is not the truth. Am I talking to somebody? What you see is not the truth. I was put in a church in Lube, the Church of God Mission. And I saw a man heavily dressed on suit. And the angel said, tell this man that he should not commit suicide. That all the money he has in his life is in his pocket. That the money is 1,250 naira. I said, angel, tell me another thing. Tell me another thing. Because if you see the man, you see wet. If you see the man, you see money. His neck. Oh, when you have evidence against you, you can't beg anybody money. Your neck is folded. Your tummy is out. So you want beg. Can I talk to somebody here? Then I said, God, please tell me another thing. He said, tell the man. If not, he will commit suicide. I don't know how to enter the prophecy. I called the man, sir, I see you committing suicide. The man was looking at me. I said, if we don't pray for you, you will commit suicide. The worst one, he wasn't talking. There are some people when you're prophesying, they will say yes. This one, he was not talking, he was looking at me. So I don't even know if my prophecy was right. Because if he said yes, I would have got courage. Then I thought I was going there. You say, go back, go and tell him. I said, God, why are you doing this to me? I turned back. I said, every money you have in your life is in your pocket. The man was looking at me. I said, who sent me this one now? I said, your account is zero. I turned and looked at the pastor. The pastor was doing like this for me. No, you are wrong. You are wrong. No. Because even your pastor think you are wealthy. Have you ever been in that situation before? Where people think you are having it. Somebody, you only need just 20 euro. But somebody's coming to you and says, bros, if you borrow me the 1,000, I go pay you. You say, 1,000. Let's see how next week will be. Where in day? If they even give you full month, you can't bring it out. And you are saying, let's see how next week. Because the person can't believe you don't have it. I wish I'm talking to a child of God here. The pastor looked at me and said, oh, in mind, I brought a fake prophet here. How can he talk that kind of a thing? He should have picked another person. There are some people, when you see them, you see that they are poor. Their shirts are showing they are poor. Their shoes are showing they are poor. Not a man who has good dressing like this and who has been rich before, not knowing everything has gone down, still living on past glory. You will rise again.
Amen.
Am I talking to somebody here? And I turned and looked at the man. And I said to him that the Lord said, the whole money you have in your life is 1,250 naira. The man bent down his face. And tears was running down. The pastor couldn't believe. He left the altar and still close to us. Then I said, sir, bring out the money in your pocket. The man brought it out. It was 1,250 naira. And the worst happened. I said to him, drop it on the altar. Even to go home, you have plans to buy fuel from here. If you can't get fuel, pack your car and trek home. God is about to visit you in 1 week. 1 week. In 1 week. I prophesied 1 week. I prophesied 1 week. That Sunday evening, a director in Ministry of Works, who he did a contract for, and they sat on it, called him. So I don't know why this morning your name has been in my spirit. Do you have any fight with yourself? Oh God, don't tell you tired now. It's okay, see me tomorrow morning. The man called his pastor at about 11. He says, sir, guess what? They just give me a check of 10 million first from my money. Church, I came to preach only Sunday because I went to see my elder brother to go introduce me. So the pastor introduced me by saying, this man of God here is the brother of that person. I don't know him. I've never met him. but he introduced it to me so that as a man of God, let me just allow him talk for a few minutes. That day, the pastor picked phone, call on member, call and send text that we have immediate program. I did from Monday to Friday, without any handbill, without invitation, by one man testimony. May your testimony make people to serve God. A man, because of the level of poverty, his father died. He didn't invite him. He did the burial. He didn't invite him. It was his brother's friend, no, not but his friend, who saw him after some weeks.
That told him.
One of his old friends said, "Why are you wicked like this? Your father died. You didn't come." And the guy said, "Stop that joke. Which my father?" I said, "Your father is dead." He said, "Stop it." He said, "I saw your younger brother wearing the polo of your father's death at you, Papa."
You said it before.
He said, "Stop that story you are saying." He picked phone. He called the brother. He said, "Papa died." He said, "Yes, I would not bury her." And not tell me. He said, "Why they go tell you? Because if they even tell him, they will be the one that will raise transport for him to what? So no need. No need." The guy burst into tears. Because of poverty, his father died. They did not invite him. They did not even inform him and say, "Don't come home. Let's just tell yourself." They did everything without telling him. An elder brother without relevance. Imagine a younger brother telling a friend in your presence, "I wish I have an elder brother. I can go to his house for holiday. Am I not an elder brother?" It's automatically telling you that you are nobody. In your presence, he was telling his friend that if I have an elder brother, that means he doesn't have. Have you not seen women who say, "I better come here"? No, sir, not get papa. Indirectly say they arrest you now. Nobody go bail you. You not get father out. And the father is what? Your presence, your wife told you that you are not a husband. God punish devil. Do you know there are some women, sorry to say this one, it's not a good thing anyway, that their marriage is torment, but they will not leave. The marriage, there's no joy. They say, "Madam, you come out and say, where I want to go. If I go, where I want to go, is it my father's house? Let me just stay here. Yeah, I can drive a car and still see money to shop. I will stay." They won't go. Even if the man say go out, they say, "You will kill me, I won't go. Till death, me and you." Why? Because there is something. Why is your life empty? I came to tell you the word God told them.
Tell me.
He said, "You will not leave this place empty-handed."
Amen.
I don't know who I just spoke to. You won't end this year empty-handed.
Amen.
What makes you a different personality is to say no to what need no. The Bible says, "Let your ear be ear and your nay." Do you hear that? In the traditions of existence, who give a woman right to talk where others are talking? But this woman rose up, the wife of Zechariah. He said no. He said no to their yes. He said no to their agreement. He said no to their order. And everybody said, "Who told you to talk?" Then they even asked, he said, "In your kindred, have you seen anybody that bear that name?" In other words, in this family, have you seen somebody that have succeeded? Sit down. I tell you this short story. I ran up. Not the story. My son. I don't know if I've shared this before. I have a son in Lagos. His name is Mike. I met Mike in Assemblies of God. I was preaching in Lagos. I met Mike. Maza. Yeah. I met him. And he later followed me up. I don't know how. Until I saw him land in Ughelli. Then he has a story to tell me. What was his story? He was doing well. He has a business. He's an Igbo boy. He had a business. Then he did first container loading. They brought the goods for him. He made some money. Wow. His business was good. Then he bought a 7th used car, not even a brand new, and worked on it, got the engine sound, sprayed it, decorated the motor. With excitement, his father was late. He drove to Enugu. I visited where he went, I can't remember. He drove down to show his uncle. When the uncle saw the car, not because he was a wicked man, the uncle called him and said, "Mike, come inside. Sit down. You buy motor?" Mike said, "Yes." "You open your eye, you buy motor?" Mike said, "Yes." "So, Uncle, what? He says, sit down, I will come back. I'm leave you for 30 minutes. Think who for this family they drive motor. As simple as it can, nobody drives in their family. Mike sit down was thinking, nobody. He said, I don't know if you remember. He said, don't you know that people don't drive car in this house? He said, but you know me now, don't buy now, don't buy. He left, he returned. He has got that money, took money from bank because he did the first one, it worked. Everybody was saying, what is the next good? So he sent the money to the people. The package of a 20 feet, 40 feet container full of goods from China sent to him. By the time the goods land at Apapa, custom look at it, see everything inside, bound, seized. Bank. People he collected money from. Those who pay ahead for goods to come. When the weight of the problem came, he sold everything in his store. He couldn't pay debt. He sold the car. He couldn't pay debt. He couldn't pay rentage. He packed. He fought. Started living with a friend. Even as at then, there was nothing. He said, the service I came, my friend gave me transport to come. Then we break the yoke by prayer. There is power in prayer. Listen to me. If somebody tell you that you cannot change, the person is a liar. After custom, a woman has no right to talk where others are talking. But the woman stood up and said no. Look at them and say no. No. Forget the men, they are not talking. Women, let me hear you say no. No way. If they stop others, they won't stop you. If they stop others, they won't stop you. Can I hear your amen, somebody? No. It will not happen. No. Said no. And they said, who give you right? They went to meet the father. Your wife is very insultive. Your wife said no to what we say. The man said, give me slate because he can't talk. He wrote and his mouth open. He said, from today the boy's name shall be called John. And the people marvel. You know what they said? He said, this one, we've never seen his kind before. Stand up, tell 3%, I'm another kind. I'm another kind. You are not standing up. You can't talk to 3 people. Stand up, tell 3 people, I am another kind of prayer. I am another kind. We are not the same kind. I'm another kind. There are different kinds of animal. There are also different kinds of personality. I am another kind of personality. Am I talking to somebody? Somebody shout fire! Fire! Sit down. Sit down. They marveled at what kind of one is this. Can I cut the story short? Oh my God. God began to revisit Mike. That young man who couldn't eat, who was staying with a friend. Let me cut the whole story short. Let the young man, he has come to pick me in the airport not once, not twice. Sometimes when he come to pick me, he will bring this car. Another one, he will bring this. The last one he came to pick me, he bought another Mercedes, latest kind of Jeep. Then I said, Mike, who owns this car? Did you borrow it? He said, Daddy, borrow it. You know, so I said, God, just a change there. Yeah? As I'm speaking to you, he's living in Lagos in a 2-story duplex of his own. Not a story, 2-story duplex. If you see the standard of that house, God punish the devil. Hear this.
Yes, sir.
Hear this.
Hallelujah.
Hear this.
Hallelujah.
I'm done now.
Hallelujah.
It was a custom.
Yes.
It was a tradition. But here comes another kind.
Another kind.
Another personality. Number one, he brought the name they don't have. You didn't hear what I just said? The name they don't have, he brought the name. Do you know that? Someone once said to me a time ago, he said, who is your father? Who know your father? And I tell you that, I said, I don't want them to know my father. I said, give me 5 years if you will not know me. It didn't come to 5 years. It's an error now to enter my village, call my name, and someone say doesn't know it. To be the biggest error that happened to me, not to the person. People come to visit me so that I tell them, are you coming to, say, where is the church? I said, don't worry about address. Somebody's coming to Turin now. And he said, where will I come? He said, just land Turin. When you reach there, call me. He said, I said, just come down anywhere. Say where? I said, anywhere. Tell the driver to drop you anywhere in Ugele. When he come down, he says, anybody you see, stop the person. Tell the person this is where you are going. He said, I want to know. I said, just tell anybody. If the person doesn't tell you, doesn't know it, call me back. People have come to trace me many times. I don't give them address. Locate your way to Ugele. When you get there, say, I want to go to this church. If nobody show you, then I will come down and pick you myself. That is the level. Am I talking to somebody here? I was preaching in South Africa. Where did I go recently? And somebody said, my mother lives in that your town. He said, I talked to you about my mother. My mother was excited at her. Because we have a man of God like that here. Then he said, see, my mother will come and see you. I even told her to bring something for you. Then he said, my mother was calling you. I said, okay. I said, tell her to call now. She called, I picked the call. And the mother said, hey, Pastor, where your church day? Then I mentioned the name of the church. Power of Life World Outreach. We also call him Power Ministry. As he heard the name, he said, now Power name. I said, I know you now. Then the woman came. He said, Jesus. He said, I've not come to this area. We're not even inside the town again. We moved from the town. We developed where we are. We went to the bush. And the bush sprang into city. I prophesied to somebody. No matter what they said is impossible. Somebody here, you are building another family house. That word is not for everybody. I say you are building another family house. He says, is it possible? Let me show you how possible it is. Just go to the village, get a land from the street, build a house, plenty room. Come to the family, build a big parlor. Say, this is the general family parlor. Anybody who likes to stay, any room you take is your own. As you say it, everybody will leave the old buildings and rush to the new one. I've seen it happen not once, not twice. They will abandon the old compound, nobody stay there again, and go to the new one because people want the new things. So the family compound has changed. When they want to do party, they go to the new one. If they want to do meeting, they go to the new one because something new has appeared. I prophesy to you, with your hand you will change family compound. The name people don't have in your family, you will bring out the name. And I pray a special prayer for somebody. In case, I repeat, in case there is a big man in your father's house, if your amen can make you to jump, you will overtake that person. Somebody shout, I overtake. They will not sleep again. The Bible said that night the king could not sleep until they began to call him. He heard the name Mordecai. He said, stop there. They will hear your name and they will stop there. Amen. Whatever your life demands to put you at the place where you should be, if you can say amen, receive it now. Can I declare to somebody, I stand here as a servant of God. I prophesy on your head. I came to speak against tradition. I came to speak against custodians. I came to speak against custom. Every family pattern where people rise and they have to fall, where people struggle and they don't have result, where people tears from year to year, where people start all over again. Every kind of tradition in your family where people die premature, I destroy that custom. I destroy that tradition. Every system in your father's house where everybody have to be poor, I break it out of your life. Use a sham. If they visit the native doctor just to fight against you, I stand here today to fight against them. Enough is enough. You will not be stopped. You will not be reduced. Let somebody shout fire. Fire. I declare to you, just like I showed the Baptist appear and brought a name that was not common in your family, you will appear and bring a good name to your family. You will appear and bring a good name to your nation. I speak to somebody here. You are going to be known in this city. You will be known for good work. You will be known for massive enlargement. You will be known for record breaking. I prophesy upon Christ Testimony Church. Revival will break in this church. This church shall be a voice in the land of Torino. I speak for the glory of God. I prophesy on your life as a prophet of God. You will show forth his glory. I prophesy on somebody who is under the sound of my voice. As you hear this words, they will hear your voice. They will silence you the way they silence your brothers. They will silence you the way they silence your sisters. Every evil sound working against your life, if they visit native doctor, I come before the presence of God. I bring back your matter. I command their yoke to expire. I command their yoke to expire. I summon your spirit from that family cage. I place you on the hill where you shall be noticed. I place you on the mountain where you shall shine for. I prophesy to you. After this service, you are rising again. The top is your position. Your glory is released. Somebody shout it. Don't accept what you should reject. Stop pampering what you should hammer. Terminate it, don't tolerate it. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
I will just be. Don't be it. Because if you leave the battle, your children have another one to fight.
Yes, sir.
I told myself I want to fight, and when my children grow up, they have nothing to fight. Imagine the children of Queen of England. They don't need prayer to be rich. If they get birth to you, you are born into generational wealth. Born into wealth you don't know how to handle. People are telling you this is the wealth, this is how you must do. You eat life till you die. Amen. Not prayer. So you can't go there and ban winches. Which winch? If you fall into the wealth will kill the winch. Some of you are here. You are not looking forward to anything at home. Your father left. Or even if he's still alive, you are sending money, some for debt, some for his upkeep. And by the time in time when you come back, they will tell you all the tax meeting he has not paid. They'll calculate them first. He's even alive, he couldn't pay tax meeting. Error. It's corrected today. I came to tell you are a different personality. The kind of life you will live is not the one they live. First of all, it's a sign that there's something about you. That you are still alive is a sign. That you made it here is a sign. That you are still living is a sign. Stop this idea of saying things have spoiled in Europe. I don't know where I will succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to succeed because of Europe. Even if they carry to the village, you will succeed. If you go to another place, you are born success. No, you are a success. I tell the people in my village or in my city, the small town I came from, I say it's not about here. You even made a statement yesterday. I said, don't think I'm staying here because I love enjoyment here. Nothing to enjoy here. I say, if you think it's a lie, if I carry my Bible, go anywhere. Can I ask a question? If I carry my Bible, go any city in this Italy, you just not go get member.
You go get.
I used to go to Zambia every year. This year I went, I feared the crowd that I saw. They told them I'm coming again. Even me, all my life I've not seen crowd like that. Just by the name that I'm coming. The man of God looked at me and said, maybe next year we'll take stadium. Am I talking to somebody here? May your testimony, please, that God can do it is not the issue. Stop doubting anything. God can do it. The way those people believe me in Zambia, they fear. They so believe me that if my sweat drop, they will pick it. And if I go, if you hear testimonies, it is the belief of the people that bring the testimony.
Yes, sir.
It's not just my declaration, but God told me one thing all through. If you look at my message, that somebody is rising from the family. Look at your neighbor, say we may all be group mate, age mate, classmate, church mate, area mate, but we are not grace mate.
But we are not grace mate.
The grace on my head. Say the grace on my head.
The grace on my head
is far greater.
Is far greater
than where I am now.
Than where I am.
Can I hear your amen? I prophesy over your life that this year is your year. That this month is your month. That this week is your week. That this day is your days. You are the head but not the tail. You are the head but not the tail. You are blessed, you are not cursed. You will go higher in life. You will not fail. You will not see shame. You will not die before your time. I say you will not die before your time. You will never see shame. I prophesy. This year you will see the glory of God.
How majestic is your name, oh Lord, in all the earth. Hey, you're the